I have a surprise for you, but first you need some context. So there's this show called Good Luck Charlie that used to be on Disney Channel. It started in 2010 and ran until about 2014. I was obsessed with Good Luck Charlie when I was younger. It's a good show, like an objectively really good show. Honestly, Disney made some good originals back then, I'm just saying. But I thought it'd be really cool to try and rebuild the Good Luck Charlie house in The Sims because 1, love the show, 2, the house is super weird, and 3, I love to like rebuild TV show houses in The Sims. I've done a bunch. I did like Phineas and Ferb, I did Gilmore Girls, I'll link some of those things down below. And I don't know if you know who Jason Dolley is, but he actually played PJ Duncan, the older brother, on Good Luck Charlie, and he's here today. Yeah. And he streams on Twitch now, which is actually how I met him. So if you want to follow his channel, I'll link it down below. He's a really nice guy, and he came to help me with this video. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get into it.
Surprise. Hi. My name is Jason Dolley. One of these little sim characters here represents me. There I am, PJ. I was PJ on this. Oh yeah, nice close up. You got the style even right too. The flannel shirt and everything. Like
impressive.
That's good.
I didn't even make these Sims. I just stole them. But I built the house from Good Luck Charlie. Well, I tried to. And the thing is, it was very difficult to do because obviously, like, we have a picture of an exterior of a house that is not anything like the interior. Like the outside of the house has windows all down the front. Mm-hmm. In the show, there's like a fireplace right here in the corner by the front door. That just doesn't exist in real life, obviously. Yeah. Maybe we should look at pictures first.
Out front?
No, inside. But like you would see, like you wouldn't see the windows and stuff like that because there would be a fireplace where it is, you know?
Right. Oh, to the left of the front door. Yeah, the fireplace
exactly.
is. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Because there's that little alcove. Mm-hmm. When you walk in.
Obviously, you would see that if you were like looking at the front of the house, but it just...
Yeah, the windows, right.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't exist.
The porch doesn't match either.
No, so there's a part, like the intro, where there's the front door is like down a hallway almost of porch, but this porch is just a flat, like sort of wraparound porch.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of funny trying to figure that all out. At least the outside was easy to do because you just kind of look at the picture of the exterior and then wing it. Also, the backyard was hard because we don't really have like pictures of that. There isn't much going on.
No,
in the
there is
backyard,
not. The backyard, because there's like 3 different ways to get to the backyard.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that I think in the show, the garage is attached to the house because there's like a door from the kitchen. But the picture of the house, like the exterior that we have, the garage is detached. So
we were never sure of that. We were pretty sure that the door from the kitchen led to the garage, but then sometimes it would lead to the backyard, I think. Like the geography was never clear to us either.
Of course. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I kind of just winged it. I had like a little porch off of the kitchen, and then I think there's like a patio area, so I kind of did that, and then I just put some fun things like from The Sims, like a water slide and a swing set, because I was like, it's a Disney show.
Oh, you know what I'm seeing, or I'm not sure if you would put this in there because it's not in there for very long. But the only thing I'm looking at the backyard, I don't see a treehouse.
Okay, so we were talking about that in my stream.
Okay.
And the thing is, there isn't like a treehouse object in The Sims 4. There is one in The Sims 3. So I wanted to do it. We could have like built one, I guess, but we were like, you know what? I don't even know if that's possible.
You had the thought. That's what counts.
We did have the thought.
You know that the treehouse. Well, but even so, like, you know, the treehouse falls down in which episode is it? It's either
I don't remember.
It either falls down in the 3rd one and they build another one and it falls down again. I think that's what happens. Is the 3rd episode or something? It falls down and then they build another one and then it falls down in that same episode. Something like that. There's multiple treehouse episodes and I think in both of them they fall.
Huh.
So you're kind of right to not have a treehouse.
Exactly. So this is post treehouse disaster. So there's no treehouse back here.
We're specific on the timeline of Good Luck Charlie when this house exists.
The other thing is we don't actually have cars in The Sims. So these are like fake decorative. Yeah, so you can't drive cars in The Sims 4.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a major point of contention in the community. But they have like cars. You can see this one in the front. Like this street isn't a real street. Like it's sort of got like decorative cars that will drive by and like go past you. And you can access those like models of cars with a cheat, but your Sims can't actually use them or anything. Like when you click on it, it doesn't do anything. But I put a truck.
Yes, you did.
Just to like fill up this giant driveway. So we can pretend that it's a bug truck.
Well, it's the Bugs Beyond truck, of course.
Exactly.
Was there another car? Did we have two cars?
I don't think so. I think that like most of the angle that you see of the house, like you can't really see most of the driveway. You can kind of see a truck in the front, but like you don't really see this side of the house. So this was all kind of my guesswork. I knew there was a giant porch on the side from that exterior angle, and I knew I could see like kind of a garage detached in the back and like a driveway, but I didn't know what was in the driveway or anything like that. So that was all kind of just winging it. Luckily, a lot of people in my chat, there were like some Good Luck Charlie experts watching that were giving me advice.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do this by myself.
I would trust their recollections over mine because somebody who's gonna watch it and pay that much attention is gonna know more than I do.
Yeah, probably seen it multiple times too, you know?
Yeah.
But so the front porch, I knew that there was like that scene where there's like a bench and some flowers, but the porch is like differently shaped in the show.
Completely.
So we kind of winged that.
Right. Yep.
And then, now I'm embarrassed to show you the inside because we had to like mess with the floor plan a little bit.
Wait, no, this is good though.
So I could tell like from some of the pictures, obviously like this part back here in the archways doesn't actually exist.
Right.
Like, you never see that. You mostly see it from like this angle.
Yeah.
And the couches are kind of like angled a little bit, I guess. So I tried to mimic that. We got the green stairs.
Yes,
the only
you did.
issue is that back here, like by the front door, that's where the fireplace would be. But the fireplace, like, we couldn't put it there easily because of the windows, and, like, the house was kind of smaller, so I ended up putting a bathroom through that door, which I also kind of just, like, guessed what it would look like. There's a lot of windows in this bathroom. It's probably not ideal.
Way too many windows for that tub.
Yeah.
With no screen? Okay, all right.
And there's an episode, I think, where Charlie, like, starts putting things in toilets and stuff. There was, like, a screenshot of her holding a rubber duck, and so we tried to put that in the toilet. But this bathroom was basically just guesswork. I was trying to make the house functional in The Sims while also looking really similar to the show. So we wanted to have a bathroom there, and instead, I put the fireplace, like, in this room that we had nothing for, and tried to kind of mimic it this way. So I was in the wrong place, but it looks like the pictures, I guess, at least.
Does,
got the chairs and stuff.
Yeah, it
does. There's just a few things that are kind of like wrong in that way.
So
and also
the first thing I see here, which is we changed the geography of the house at least once, like from the first episode to the last episode. But so see the wall to the right of this window here, right where this little photo is. Okay, so you're looking like toward the kitchen.
This way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the wall on the other side.
Yeah.
So the wall between the living room and the kitchen, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That wall is there in the first episode, and it is not. Well, it's there, but in the first episode, Teddy walks through it.
Yeah.
You're aware of this, right?
That's the thing. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good.
It was so weird trying to figure out, because, like, I know that this area, like, this in between the kitchen and stuff, there's, like, a door into it, and there's, like, I think an archway sort of thing, but, like, I think it's more angled in the show and in real life, and, like, obviously the Sims, you're kind of stuck on this grid that we have.
Right.
So I kind of just, like, did it like this. I think that this half wall, too, where these, like, cabinets are, I think it's, like, a stereo type thing, or something.
It's changed, I think. It's a stereo
Probably.
sometimes and not all the time. It's rotating.
So I was... Really?
I think so, yeah. Like, there's the stereo when there needs to be a stereo, and then when there doesn't need to be the one, there's just random stuff there, I think.
Interesting. But see, I was just looking at pictures and, like, trying to mimic exactly what I was seeing. So this probably has, like, multiple different episodes all throughout it. Like, so there's, like, one episode where I think that the mom is, like, hanging up birthday decorations. It says, like, a big 16 there. And so we're looking at that picture for this room, so we put that there, too, even though that isn't always, birthday decorations on the wall or anything.
What language is that?
Simlish. It's fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Sims, they like speak sort of gibberish, and all the lettering is kind of gibberish in the game too.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. But I think overall the room turned out pretty well. There's like supposed to be a stroller here. I put a high chair instead because we don't have strollers in the Sims anymore.
Yeah. No,
so
the coloring is what really makes it look like you got the rug, you got the green couch, and then the yellow chair on the left, and the striped chair on the right. The green, you got the color of the green staircase just right. Like,
I had a lot of fun trying to do that.
It's really good.
That's the thing with this too, is like where all the items have swatches, and so you're kind of stuck with like, do I want it to be the right shape or the right color? And like the rug, you kind of have all these random different like crazy colors and patterns, and you want it to be the right pattern but also the right color scheme, and so it was kind of hard trying to pick what the best one was. Like, this rug is really bright. The room is really bright, just in general.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, because it's designed to be, on a TV show, and
exactly.
So it's got to look pleasing through, the small little screen. But in reality, it's you walk onto the set and it's whoa, okay, good morning.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of fun though. It's sort of weird to like think about these things in context of a real house, because on the show it looks great, and then you like imagine it as a real house and you're like, huh.
Well, because it's like a shotgun house. Like there's the door on one side and it goes all the way through. And you imagine, because we never go, past the TV. You never walk past that. So in my head, there's just a wall there. And then sometimes they'll show, every now and then when they show something on the TV screen, they'll like bring in a fake wall and then they'll put the the TV screen in front of the wall. The idea being, that there's just a wall there. So what a weird construction of a house to just have a one flat wall and all the furniture facing this blank wall with a TV. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like what?
So then, of course, with the fake house, I was like, or the Sims version, I was trying to like imagine what would be over there. So we made a dining room that doesn't actually exist.
Because we don't have one. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, there's a table in the kitchen, but there wasn't ever like a dining room in the show. So we tried to furnish it in a way that we thought was accurate.
I think
it's a little bit ridiculous.
Wait,
I think the mismatched chairs are probably like a Disney type thing that would happen.
I was gonna say, whose chair is whose?
Oh, I don't know.
So I think Gabe's is the one the one with the blue seat, and I'm probably next to Gabe. And then and that's let's see, Bob and Amy probably on this side. Wait, is that enough chairs? Where's Teddy and then Charlie? Yeah, Teddy's at the head there, and then Charlie's on the right here. Then we got Toby, although I guess it depends on Toby's in the corner there. Perfect, yeah.
There you go.
He's covered.
I didn't even think about how many chairs I was putting. I just put a table that fit in the room.
I think it's enough.
Yeah, I think it works. But that was kind of fun to like imagine. But then of course, like going into the kitchen, we actually were looking at pictures of the kitchen to try and furnish this. I think I had a picture from like this angle that I was looking at, and I was trying to mimic everything. Obviously, we're kind of missing some of the items that maybe would be on the wall. I think there's like certificates and like all kinds of kids stuff on the back wall, so I put like those kids pictures on the wall.
Yeah.
And also like, I don't know, I think the stove is like very much far away and out of frame for most of it.
The stove is bizarrely out of, it's tucked in the corner.
It's like mostly all this way, and then you have the stove just over there.
Yeah, and it was like bizarrely old fashioned. Like it looked like a stove from the 50s or something.
Yeah, like everything else was this stainless steel. Well, I guess the fridge was covered in chalkboard.
The fridge was a chalkboard, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and then the stove was black. I don't know that, but it was kind of funny trying to recreate it. And then I knew they had like a counter island thing.
Yes.
And this is just a table, but I feel like that kind of matched what it looked like.
It does, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then I think that this pattern and color scheme of the table is really bad.
Is it bad?
I don't know. I think because the table, the table cover is supposed to be like checkered or something, I think, but we don't have that. And I think the rug is a different pattern, but I feel like it comes across the point.
I think the table changes too randomly.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think it changes like in the middle of season 1. Because Bradley and I were there was a time in our lives where we were making a podcast about the show, and we were rewatching the episodes, and we were watching for when the table changed, and I all of a sudden out of nowhere it's just a different table.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I was just looking at like individual photos I was finding on Google, so I was just basing it off of that.
It works. It works.
Yeah, I did put a chalkboard in the corner because we do have a chalkboard item, so at least we have the spirit of it.
Well, and you have the chalkboard above the fridge, right?
Yeah. I tried to cover that. We just don't have a chalkboard fridge, unfortunately. That would be so cool if they did add one, though. There are really like actual chalkboards or even whiteboards in The Sims. We're missing a lot of items. That's the theme of this. Is trying to like make up things that would be there.
We make do with what we have.
I put some random clutter things on the counter too, like these little plates. I thought they looked cute and probably would be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then for the rest of the house, I know there's like angles of this hallway that you can see. I really did not know what was in this hallway when I was building it. I had no clue.
Yeah. No, it's the way to the basement though.
Okay, so that's right. I think there's a door into the basement.
Yeah.
And not just a staircase, but it's hard to do that in The Sims without taking up way too much space. So I put it like this.
Yeah, there's a staircase down, and then the door is I think you got it exactly right. Well, there's the door. I feel like, I think so.
Yeah, I think this is right. I don't know. See, even you don't know, so it's fine.
I have no idea.
And I put a door off to the backyard over here too as well, because I think there's one in one of the angles I was looking at, but like I don't know. And then the basement. So this one again, we didn't really have the back wall angle, so that was kind of just guesswork. And I think that there's real windows over here, but we were kind of just we don't really can do that in The Sims, so I put like shuttered windows and pretended there were windows there.
I don't think there's windows.
It looked like in one of the pictures there was like glowing light from one of them, but maybe I'm just like I couldn't really see because
like windows.
The angle was more like this, and there was like upper windows, like really high ones at the top, sort of.
Right. There could be. There could totally be. Yeah.
Yeah, so I sort of tried to mimic that. And then we don't really have that same sort of big sliding barn door, so I put the one that we do have that's small.
Yeah,
and
perfect.
I put this to pretend that it's chalk wall, but like it's not, it's not really. But I also, I did my best. And then this room was a disaster.
Oh, of course.
Like we can't do the platform bed.
No,
we don't have platforms like that, so I kind of just like pretended. It doesn't look good. She has like a post-it note wall.
Post-it note wall, and the you got the I could see what you're going for with the elevated bed and the rug pattern looks great. The desk, like
I think there's like a beanbag
totally
here, but we
it.
put those. Yeah, we tried. I think the desk is also like in the middle of the room in some of the pictures I was looking at, just like where this tripod would be, like in the middle of the room somewhere. So
that's normal.
We put it up against
Super
the wall.
normal.
Yeah. I also gave her all of these postcards because it's kind of like the sticky notes. I was trying to imagine. Got a camera on the desk, you know?
Of course.
I did my best. I think there's a bathroom of this room too, but I don't know what it looks like, obviously. And that's the whole basement. I did my best.
I think it looks great.
It's hard to imagine. And then the upstairs, of course, like doesn't exist.
No, yeah, the upstairs is going to be the most. I think the most haphazard, if I'm not mistaken.
So this is what we've got going for us.
Okay.
I think that these bedrooms, the two kids' rooms up here, actually make sense based off of like the pictures I was looking at. So this one is what I think would be like Gabe and PJ's room, and I was basing it off a picture. I think it was after like you had moved out, and so he like put up signs that said Gabe's place and stuff, and so that's what the signs up there are supposed to be.
Oh man, I have zero recollection of this.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at a picture that was like this angle, and then I was trying to mimic it the best that I could. There's like a window seat that was built in these windows, and so I just put a couch there because we can't really do that. Like it's not great. I had just one picture to go off of, but I did my best.
Seat? Wait, like a
yeah, like it was like built in like a sort of bay window sort of thing.
Oh,
you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, but obviously like I don't think the show spent too much time in this bedroom, so
Not at all.
I don't really know what it looks like. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense either. There's a bathroom that has a balcony, but there's a balcony in the front of the house and a bathroom fit here, so.
So there's a bathroom balcony. Excellent.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And then this was Charlie's room, which I also was sort of looking at just a couple of pictures for. We don't have like a changing table. There was like a basket kind of thing up here that would be that, but we don't really have that. I know she had a giant giraffe, which I was very excited about because we have one too.
Nice.
But I did my best. I think there was supposed to be a closet over here, but we don't really have closets or space for that, so I didn't put one.
Oh yeah, no, because the bedrooms were always like, oh, if a scene takes place in the bedroom this week, they build the bedroom and then they tear it down. The bedrooms were never those are what you call swing sets, where they build them. They build the set for what they need, for what the script calls for. But then once they were done shooting the episode, they tear it down. So the bedrooms could look completely different from episode to episode, and it wouldn't matter because they just build it fresh.
Yeah, that's so weird to think about. It's weird because, like, obviously I was a little bit older when this show was airing, but when I was a kid, I used to think that TV show sets were like real houses, and the whole thing was a real house.
Yeah.
And then, like, the movie magic gets all destroyed, and you realize that it's all fake. Everything's a lie.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, multicam is always a lie.
Yeah.
Because it's always it's a three-walled set. You got four cameras pointing in. So yeah, the construction of rooms in multicam just makes absolutely no sense.
Also, I don't think they ever showed the parents' room very much, so I kind of just winged it as well. I think there was like maybe a couple shots of like a dresser, but like not the whole room and stuff. It was like very small, like sort of implied it was the bedroom. And I know that the baby didn't have a room, right? I think.
I don't think so.
So I put the baby's bed in the parents' room because I figured that would make sense. People in my chat were talking about the baby being underneath the stairs. Is that real?
Oh, the green stairs?
I don't know. They were talking about building a room under the stairs for the baby. Everybody was saying that, but I don't know if that's a thing or not.
That could have been. That sounds like something Gabe would say.
Yeah,
that sounds like just an idea he would have that he would try to make happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Who knows? And then the thing is, with our version of the house, we had extra space that I don't think the house actually had, because people were like sharing rooms, living in the attic, in the basement and stuff. But we had an extra bedroom, and I was talking about making it an office, maybe making it into, I don't know, like a guest room or something. But by this point, I've been building for a very long time, and so I just filled it with bugs. And I put it like behind this bookcase door.
I was gonna say, I love the bookcase touch because it's Bob's secret like terrarium full of his prized catches.
Yeah.
You know?
Super weird.
I'm confident Amy has no idea this room exists.
Oh yeah, I love the idea of that.
This is the one big ruse that Bob has managed to pull off. He's kept this entire room a secret from all of his family. Oh, I love it.
And meanwhile, his kids are all stuck living in the basement.
Yeah, there's an extra room just for bugs.
But I did my best. I don't even think I furnished the garage. I put a cupcake machine back here, and
well, where
and
else are you gonna put it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's gotta go somewhere.
I feel like that could be on a Disney show, a cupcake machine.
exactly.
Like a massive cupcake machine. Yeah. But I had a lot of fun building it. I know that there's like some weird parts that don't make a ton of sense, but it was fun trying to mimic it based off the pictures and like figure out how a real layout would be, because obviously there just isn't one.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'll tell you what, you got the coloring exactly right. Every time we walked into one of the rooms, I go, oh yeah, that's it. Like I see it, because the chairs are a little bit different, and everything isn't exact, but you got it right with the coloring. Because I look at this room and go, oh, that's the living room. That's our living room. That's a Good Luck Charlie living room. That's our stairs. Those are the coloring. I think is really what sold it.
Yeah, I do think that this angle kind of works.
It really does.
It's a shame the fireplace isn't back there by the door.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Blame the TV lies.
Yeah. Well, so the weird thing about the stairs, right? So the stairs, in any other sitcom, stairs, you go up like 3 or 4 stairs and then it turns a corner.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is to make entrances really simple, right? So you don't have to come down, like 20 stairs before you're in. But the reason they had to keep the stairs that way is because of the gag in season 1, the first episode, where Bob falls down the stairs. Right.
Oh,
so that's established, and it's important that they look like that, and that there's just all this one, So they had to keep. So when you're coming down from upstairs, you have to not only like kind of walk gently, but also you can't start talking until about the 4th stair from the bottom,
right?
Because the boom can't get to you. The mic's got to go. The mic's got to go all the way back there, and it's got to be under the lights. So you have to wait until you get almost all the way down the stairs before you could even say a word.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
I never thought about that before.
Yeah, because normally you just come around the corner and you're boom, you're in. But with an upstairs entrance, it was always really tedious.
I also noticed that the stairs in the first season were more blue, and then they painted them like a bright green color like this. Yeah, and the couch was changed a couple times too. It was like blue, and then it was a brighter color.
Yes. Our couch definitely changed, and we liked the first couch better.
Oh, I'm so
we actually
sorry.
had to have I think we put like wood blocks, not wood blocks, but like something to support the couch, because it was so cushy. You would sit down in it, it would just eat you, and then you couldn't get up, and it was just weird for like camera positioning and everything.
Right.
So there were literally like wood planks underneath the cushions to make sure everybody was sitting upright.
Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah. Like you would never have thought or known that.
No,
that's so cool. I don't think I ever thought much about the chairs. I don't even think I realized, like, when I was watching it, how colorful and, like, bright everything was. Like, it was kind of like a surprise looking back. Like, the stairs were green?
Yeah, right.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. But it was really fun trying to, like, look through all these pictures and mimic things. Especially the kitchen. I had fun with the kitchen.
Yeah.
I wish that we had the chalkboard fridge and stuff, but that one was kind of fun to do.
The chalkboard fridge is always fun, because the props department, set deck department always, like, went above and beyond and made... funny designs, and it was always we would like rush to the fridge when it was the day to shoot. We'd always run to the fridge to see what the fridge said, because
that's so fun.
It changed every week. Yeah, and the only thing, I don't know if you have these. I'm sure you probably don't have the exact thing, but the thing in the kitchen, there was a Lazy Susan that had like a bunch of different snacks in it.
Yeah,
and Bradley and I would get yelled at because there was one that it was full of circus animals. There's like the circus cookies, the pink and white. We would just eat them. We would eat them. We would eat the entire thing. And they'd come to shoot. They'd be like, "Wait a minute, why is this? Is this empty again? Bradley, did you eat this? No, it's Jason. No, Bradley, that was me."
That's so funny. I don't think we have a Lazy Susan type. I think there's like a spice rack that's on like
there's those things by the sink that remind me enough of it that I go, okay,
I see what dog treats.
I see what you're going for there. Yeah, right.
I did my best.
Oh, it looks great. I think of like any other weird things, because there was, so from the front door, right, there's the backyard is right behind the porch, and then also from the living room, there's a door to the backyard as well, and then there's one.
Is there really?
Yeah. So past the fireplace. If you walk past the fireplace and you go out that
like
door,
over here where the bathroom is.
Exactly.
Kind of.
That's like outside technically. And then what was fun is actually if you go out that door and there's another door behind it, weirdly. So there's a door to the outside and there's a door back in from outside. If you go through that door, that's where craft services was, which is where all the food is. So
yeah.
You can walk out our house and then outdoors and then back in, and then boom, you're in crafty. You got food.
Awesome. It's so interesting to hear like behind the scenes stuff from this.
Yeah. Have you seen? So the first episode's the only one where there's like really weird stuff going on with the geography of the house. Because that's that very first shot where she's got the camera and she's walking through. She walks literally through that wall that I mentioned earlier. And then later on in that scene, I think the reason that it happened was because it was aired originally into the 4:3 format, and then when it was put on Disney Plus or any of the other streaming services, it went to 16:9. So in 4:3, it's all good. But there's a shot of Amy by the door where the wall to the left of the door is just swung completely open. You can see clean offset. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I think that stuff only happened in the very first episode because we're still figuring out what to do and how it all works. But
that's really funny. I remember when I was looking at pictures, this isn't really a great concept, but I was trying to look at this and I see this window here and I was like, how is that even possible? How does this area, where's the entry into this kitchen? How, where's the archway? How do you get through? I know there's a door, but none of it made sense when I was trying to build it in The Sims, trying to recreate how it works.
Yeah, it's so weird looking at this going, oh, there's can we get to the kitchen? Do we have to jump over this half wall to get into the kitchen? Are you serious?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm down, but I feel like there should have been some sort of entry in this corner area, but the way the space is kind of small, it didn't really fit,
Yeah. No, I think they wound up taking that wall out, or they shot inside of it all the time. I forget.
Pictures that were more like that or something, but then even with this room over here doesn't make sense. I don't know, it's hard to make it work as a layout in The Sims. Everything's fake,
Yeah.
But all in all, I think it turned out pretty well.
I think it did.
Obviously,
Again,
I can't be the one to judge that, but
no, the coloring was what really sold it for me. Every time you popped into a new spot, the basement, I was like, okay, how is that gonna look? And then I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's our and that's
I feel the rugs are really bright, but I was trying to do my best. I think there was a layered rug. I don't actually know if there was. I know I could see a rainbow rug in some pictures underneath the piano thing, and then there was a more blue rug by the rest of the couch. I don't know. I was just looking at pictures. You're the one who was there.
I'm picturing a giant ladybug that was on a rug in the basement. I could be making that up 100%, but maybe there was
I think we even have a ladybug rug.
Maybe there was a ladybug in the basement somewhere. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a sink.
See, I don't know. I could tell that there was these counters and shelf space, and then those high up windows in one of the angles, but I think we never really saw the whole thing. It was kind of off camera.
I know there was a red phone on the wall.
Yeah, see, we don't have phones in this game. Yeah. We can pretend this dustpan is the phone.
Okay, yeah. What I love about this is you know what you're missing, but you have an answer for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't have phones in The Sims 4. They got rid of phones and newspapers in this game. They used to have a guy in the old ones that would come bring newspaper every single day, and they had landline wall phones and stuff, but in The Sims 4 they're no, you just get a cell phone. We don't have landlines anymore.
Boring.
Yeah, we're living in the future or something. Is terrible.
Ugh.
Oh, I put a mini fridge too. I don't think there was one. There was storage underneath the stairs, but we were you know what? A mini fridge down there would be fun.
That's a great call. Yeah.
Yeah, so we put one of those. I don't like looking at Teddy's room. It makes me upset. It's just a disaster. Pretend that one didn't happen. It's fine. Her room was so cool. It's just impossible to build. Anyway, that's the house.
I think it looks great.
I'm glad.
It brought me back to those sets. It made me feel I was it's the coloring. Like I said, the coloring just really sold it for me in every room. I love the bold decision to add the dining room and to and I think my favorite touch is Bob's secret stash.
Yeah, I think I agree. The secret stash is a
cubby hole in the corner there, filled with bugs.
Yeah.
I love it.
Makes perfect sense. The whole house makes perfect sense.
Yep. I'd
well,
buy
thank you for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is super fun.
Hang on, would you really buy it? The outside looks really ugly in The Sims.
I think it looks gorgeous.
I think it looks good in real life. I think this house in The Sims is a mess.
It's got a wraparound porch,
That's true. It's just such an odd shape, And all the windows look super weird in the game.
There are a lot of windows.
Yeah. It's nice in real life, I'll admit that. It's a multiple $million house in Pasadena. I looked it up. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming on. I think that people are going to be very excited that you were here.
I'm happy to come on. This is super fun.
So where can they find you if they want to go follow you elsewhere and stuff?
The best place is actually Twitch, twitch.tv/Jason Dolley. I'm streaming Tuesdays through Fridays, as well as on Twitter, Jason S. Dolley, and then Instagram, J. Dolley.
Awesome. I'll have all those things linked down below, obviously, for them to go follow you.
Excellent.
We actually met on Twitch, for people that are watching. I raided him once because he was playing Fall Guys, and then we played together and stuff.
Yep.
It was super fun.
Do you have a crown yet? I'm curious.
No.
Are you still okay? Wait. Here's an important question. Are you still playing on mouse and keyboard?
Yeah. You know what? I'll try. This weekend I'm gonna try and play on a controller.
You have a controller at least.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a shot. I think it'll boost your confidence, and I think it'll give you the edge you need.
I trust you, Mister. I have a million wins.
Hey,
you're an expert.
I also have almost 300 hours logged, so it's who's really the winner there?
A pro. Do you know I have 6,000 hours in The Sims 4?
6,000?
Mm-hmm.
How long has this game been out?
2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's been out for a
That's
while.
That's a long time.
But,
Why does that feel like last year, though?
It kind of does, yeah.
It does
feel like a new game to me still, but I mean, I've been making content on it every day for years. So
there you go.
Anyway, I don't know how to end the video.
It's over.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Can you believe it? Jason Dolley came onto my channel. Oh, this is so cool. I hope you guys liked the video. This is like the most exciting thing I've ever done.